Welcome back to today's episode. Today I have a fun one, and we are going to talk about balancing the demands of your business while trying to write your book. Because I understand how overwhelming it can feel to juggle these responsibilities, but don't worry, I've got you because I've got tips specifically designed to help navigate you through the process and through the book writing challenges without feeling like you're drowning in the tasks that you need to do. So let's jump right in. Now, as a business owner, you know that time is your most valuable asset. You want to create that freedom and you want to have that time where you're able to hang out with your family, hang out with your husband, your wife, your relationships. And between managing clients and leading your team and strategizing for growth, finding the time to write your book, it can seem impossible. Now, many business owners have expressed that same frustration, having the desire to write a book, but struggling to find the time and the energy to do so. But I want to give you some truth. Writing a book doesn't have to take you away from your business. In fact, if you do it correctly, it can complement your business. It's going to help you grow your audience. It's going to position you as the expert in your field. The book is going to do the work for you. You just need a strategy that's going to fit seamlessly around what it is, around your existing commitments. So what does that look like? It looks different to everybody, but first, let's just acknowledge that writing a book, it's a significant undertaking. It is a bucket list thing. I know you want to write one, otherwise you wouldn't be listening to this episode. And it's not just a side project. It's an investment in yourself and it's an investment in your business. But with the right mindset and the right approach, it can become an integral part of your brand, of your business, and a powerful marketing tool as well. So let's look at the first tip I want to share with you, and that is to focus on the small wins, because too often we think that the writing journey is all about those big milestones, finishing a chapter, completing a manuscript, publishing the book. But the reality is it's the small everyday wins that's going to keep you moving forward. When you're busy running a business, celebrating these small victories becomes even more crucial. And these could be as simple as outlining a chapter, writing 200 words in a day, or even taking 30 minutes to brainstorm ideas. Every step, no matter how small, is progress. And when you're juggling multiple responsibilities, it's essential to give yourself the credit for every bit of that progress as well. And what's also going to happen are the small wins, they're going to build momentum. They're going to make the writing process feel manageable instead of overwhelming. Now, when you recognize and celebrate those achievements, you're going to keep yourself motivated. So the next time you finish a section or even just jot down a new idea, take a moment to acknowledge it, because it's those small victories, they're the ones that are going to add up to significant progress over time. Because remember, writing a book, it's the journey. It's not necessarily a sprint. Embrace the process and enjoy those small wins along the way. And what's also really important for a business owner is to share their journey with their audience, because that's going to create anticipation throughout the whole journey of writing and publishing and launching your book. Now let's move into the next tip, and it is time management. So let's talk about how you can manage your time effectively without disrupting your business. Because as a busy business owner, I get it. You have a schedule, whether that schedule is filled with meetings or whether that schedule is filled with things you love to do, you don't have the luxury of dedicating entire days to writing like a full-time author would. But here's the good news. You don't need to do that. This relates back to the tip I just spoke about. Start by carving out small, consistent chunks of time. You might be thinking, how can 15 minutes a day help me write a book? But trust me, it adds up over time. And the more consistent you are at it, the quicker you write your book. Consistency is the key here. Even if you only write a few hundred words a day, that's a few thousand by the end of the week. Over time, those small writing sessions, they're going to add up. They'll add up to chapters. They'll add up to you're halfway through your book. And before you know it, you're going to have a complete manuscript. Now, for me personally, my mornings work best. When I wrote my books, I would dedicate an hour a day to write. And that would allow me to write 1,000 words per writing session. So what can you dedicate to getting your book written? So whether it's 20 to 30 minutes each morning to write, you can find that maybe evenings might be better. You might want to unwind and reflect on your day. Whatever works for you, make sure to stick with it and protect that time at all costs, as you would in any other important task inside your business. Additionally, you might also want to consider using tools like time blocking to schedule your writing sessions. By allocating specific blocks of time for your writing inside your calendar, you're more likely to commit to those sessions. It's about making writing a non-negotiable part of your day. Just like any other task that contributes to your business, make it a non-negotiable. Because if you do that, you will have a published book ready for launching in 6 months. I guarantee it. Now, another challenge that many business owners face is not knowing where to start. I had this problem. It took me 3 years to write the 6 pillars of a rewarding life. And you might have an awesome idea, but without a clear plan, it's easy to get stuck or not even write your book at all. That's why having a roadmap is crucial. It's something that I use inside Idea to Impact. It's something that I use with all my clients, and it's what helps them get their book written inside 6 months. Because you're not just writing, you're following a structured plan. This means that you're not spending limited time wondering what to do next. You have the roadmap in front of you. You know exactly where you're headed and you know what's coming up. Because this clarity not only makes the process more efficient, but it also reduces the stress of trying to figure it all out on your own, because no one wants that. When you break the process of writing a book down into manageable pieces, whether it's working on an outline, focusing on a chapter, or researching your topic, it stops being this massive, intimidating task and it starts to feel achievable. Having a plan in place helps you stay organized and focused, making sure that your writing sessions are super productive and super efficient. And now, the final tip I want to leave you with is to stay connected to your why. Writing a book isn't just about adding another credential to your name. It's about sharing your knowledge, sharing your expertise, sharing your story, sharing it in a way that helps others, whether it's inspiring your audience, solving a problem for them, or maybe even simply giving guidance based on your experience. Your book has the potential to create real impact. But when you're juggling a business, it's easy to lose sight on that purpose. That's why I'll always encourage business owners to reconnect with their why regularly. And a lot of the time that looks like what it is that they do inside their business and who they help is their why. And it's the impact that they want to make, the impact that they make inside their business is the impact that they're going to make in their book as well. Because you're not just writing for the sake of writing. You're writing to share your message. You're writing to grow your influence. And you're writing to create lasting impact in the lives of your audience. And it's highly likely that your audience are your potential clients. So to help maintain this connection, you might want to consider writing down your purpose and keeping it visible, whether it's a sticky note on your desk or a digital reminder on your phone. A constant reminder of why you're writing a book can serve as massive motivation during those tough days where it's going to feel like a chore. Now that we've covered some practical tips, I want to address another challenge that many business owners face, and that is self-doubt. Because it's natural to question your abilities, especially when you're going into something that feels confronting at the time and something as significant as writing a book. You might ask yourself, do I really have what it takes? Or who's going to read my book? Or is my message even worth sharing? The answer is yes. You have a unique perspective. You have valuable experiences that others can resonate with. And this is where you want to embrace your individuality. Use it as your strength, because I want you to remember, there's no one else with your exact experience and knowledge, so don't be afraid to share your story because you are unique to that next person. And now, one effective way to combat self-doubt is to start by writing about what you know. This could be based on your personal experiences, lesson learned in your business, or insights that you've gained from working with clients. When you write from a place of authenticity, your passion and your expertise, it's going to shine through. It's going to make your content more relatable and more engaging. And I'll always encourage you to seek feedback, whether that's from a book coach, whether that's from potential clients who you're writing for. They can provide really awesome perspectives on your writing, and they can help you recognize the strengths that you might overlook as well. So surround yourself with that supportive community, because that's going to encourage you to push through that self-doubt and to keep writing too. Now, speaking of community, one of the powerful ways to stay motivated and accountable in the writing journey is to build a support network. Connect with other business owners, connect with other writers, people who are sharing similar goals with you. Idea to Impact, I have a group program for business owners. So that is a powerful place to be, where you can exchange ideas, exchange thoughts, and really create that camaraderie of book writing. And yeah, we're getting this done. We're writing a book and we're all publishing our books together. So that will also provide an extra layer of motivation to keep going as well. And if you're part of a community, consider the regular check-ins. Share your writing goals, share your progress. It could be weekly, it could be monthly, where everyone discusses their achievements and challenges, because accountability can be a powerful motivator, and pushing you through to meet those goals, those writing goals, when it gets tough, when life gets busy, that's what's going to get your book published. Now, before I finish up, I want to address the importance of self-care, because you are a business owner, you are busy, and we often prioritize work over our relationship with ourselves. But it's so important to remember that taking care of yourself is super crucial in the writing process. So when you're feeling overwhelmed or burnt out, it's nearly impossible to tap into that creativity and to really produce quality writing. So consider it a priority. It can just be as simple as taking a short break to recharge, going for walks, spending time in nature, doing things that you love to do. Incorporate those moments of self-care into your routine, because that's what's going to help rejuvenate your mind, your spirit, and it's going to enable you to start writing with energy, creativity, and perspective as well. So to wrap up today's episode, remember that writing your book as a busy business owner is not only possible, it's incredibly rewarding. I've done it with Publish to Impact, and by focusing on small wins, managing your time, having a clear plan, and that supportive network, you will write your book with confidence. And don't forget to celebrate those victories as well, no matter how small they seem, because each step you take is going to bring you closer to the goal of becoming a published best-selling author. So thanks for tuning into today's episode of Idea to Impact. If you found these tips helpful, I'd love for you to share this episode with your fellow business owners. But the main thing is to remember, your journey to writing a book, it starts today. So take that first step, embrace the process, and until next time, I'll catch you on the next episode.